Tinsel Trinkets. This is the November 2025 Mani by Me Tinsel Trinkets monthly subscription box. Swatching of the plates. That's a mouthful. I'm getting it down. Back in the groove. So we did get a sticker. Going through the items in the box. Yay, I love the stickers. And of course the artwork matches the plates and the theme, and so you get an idea of what's available in the box. The card tells you the details. The inspiration card shows you some ideas to get you started, and one idea has the instructions. We have the plates. These off to the side, and there was a gift, which is a detail brush. So it is one of those long ones. It's the previous one was a cleanup brush. We got in the box of gloom, and be careful with this. Guyleen did a video. I guess she took something off the cap or something, and some part came out and all the glitter and everything went bye-bye. So do be careful with your edges of things. But this is the cleanup brush. And this is the... Oh, can I get it out? No, I can't. Yeah, I can. Woohoo. Detail. Very fine lines. Woohoo. Do not twist when you are cleaning it off. You paint off of it with the, sorry about bumping the camera, with the alcohol, or you use, something of this to dip it in. And then when you're done, you have two options. You can seal it using some cuticle oil, and then if you want to go the extra step, top coat the Maniology top coat. And no, if you someone asked if you use the cuticle oil, does that interfere with your polish and other things later on? No, because the bristles soak it up. And if you're putting the top coat on it as well, then you're going to use 100% acetone to remove that before you use it. So no, it does not hurt your brush. It's actually better to use the cuticle oil on your brush, just so you know, while they're not being used. So again, the Tinsel Trinkets, say that 5 times fast, words are hard, is MXM163 Twinkling Trinkets is the first plate, 163, and Dainty Delights is 164. So here is the plate, and they're oh so cute. All kinds of images. This one is basically, you can deconstruct. So essentially, use your polish, stamp the whole part of, filling up the stamper, and then remove the parts you don't want to use, or use the whole part the way it is. So all of these can be, pick the image or the part that you want to use and create. You have the regular stamps that fill up the whole nail. Super cute. So here is the images, the way they stamp. I got a little squirrely on the page, so this one I wanted to complete the whole thing across, so I just kind of kept putting a little bit of polish down and picking up, and then carry over so you could see the whole part, how it stamps. On the previous page, I had trouble with these ones a couple of times. That's kind of why things got squirrely, so I redid them. Same thing with these parts on the edge. So I just stamped and stamped. Getting into the hang of it. Stamping on paper is not easy to do anyway. So the fact that I'm impressed with myself and amazed that I can actually do some part of it. Anyway. And then this is MXM164. These images are the ones with the double images. They're a little bit harder to do. I didn't do the artwork with them like I usually do. I'll come back and do something with this one because again I was struggling with getting these ones to stick. The candy cane one is probably going to be the hardest, but these ones are ones that they don't have this one can go together and this one can go together. This one goes together. This one goes together. I think this one does too. So, okay. So these ones, yes. So you would stamp this part first and then stamp the stripes over. Stamp this part first, stamp the rest of the tree over. Use coordinating colors. This is the bottom part. So you could do this part red and then this part white to go over the stocking. Here's the snowflake, the gingerbread, the bow tie with the Christmas leaf, holly leaf, whatever you want to call. There's a star, there's an ornament, and there's a bow. I didn't realize that, or I would have done that. It just dawned on me. I'm not completely here today. It's winter. It's froggy. It's okay. And again, I had trouble stamping along the way, so with the Sieste Noel, didn't want to come out. Same thing with the bell, because they're fine images. So if you're a beginner, practice. Use the steps. As if you are, mentally imagine that you pick up the bottle and you don't actually do it, but you do the twist, apply the polish. Pick up the scraper. Air scrape. Put the scraper down. Pick up the stamper. Pretend to stamp and then pretend to do it on your nail. Just do the motion of that. You know, while you're sitting and listening to music or books or watching your favorite show, just sit there and do the steps so that you create the muscle memory. And a lot of times when you're doing very fine line ones, these ones are not so much. But these ones did pick up fairly nicely. I didn't have too much issues. But sometimes it depends on which way you apply the polish and stamp or scrape, all those fun things. So Guyleen325 said if you apply the polish and scrape in opposite directions, you get a better pickup. I've had that help sometimes, but not all the time. So it just depends on your level of skill, how well you feel, how tired you are, how warm or dry your home is, how clean if your plate is. If you're using something that has hollows and glitters, those get trapped in the image. There's so many factors, but like I said, sometimes how you scrape matters the direction you're going. Even I have issues and I have to try things a couple of times. So I hope it helps to know that someone who can really do this in my sleep has issues, as well as, whoops, the fabulous ladies, when they do their lives, will sometimes be, you know what, lemon difficult is what they call it, because they'll be like, oh, hey, you know, even we make mistakes. So nobody's perfect. Everybody has their own difficulties. And if you're just having a bad day, sometimes it's a matter of taking a deep breath, go take a walk, go hug your pet if you have one, get something to drink, something to eat, take a nap, all kinds of things, and come back to it. And then, you know, when you're fresh, even if it's, you know, calling a friend and all that fun stuff. Oh, and the polish that came was these polishes is Poinsettia B568 and Wintergreen B569. I'll do the swatching of those next. So Have a wonderful day. Please be kind. Do not let those who are part of the Ms. Loves Company Club recruit you, and they're always recruiting. I know these days it's difficult. The world, everything going on. There's a lot out there. There's a lot happening. It's the holidays. It's the end of the year. It's December. Just do your best to exhibit as much kindness as you possibly can to yourself and others. Please help me to grow my channel, to get to 1,000 subscribers on YT. I appreciate each and every one of you that is already helping me to like, subscribe, watch, share, comment. And I understand trying to get there by the end of the year is a big ask. I appreciate it though. If you could do whatever is in your power to be able to do. And I hope you have a wonderful day. See you soon. Bye.